Yeah. How did the first drop really set the tone for you guys offensively?
Yeah, we just we need to start fast against this team. They're leading the division. Excellent on defense. Coach challenged us this week. He challenged us individually. He challenged us as a team, certain units. And so getting that score early, I think just lit everybody up. Juwan made a great tough catch. Tight window, had to take a hit for us. He did. And I think that ignited everybody. I really do. The belief, that it's one thing to keep being positive, but when it comes to fruition, I think the belief gets higher.
Derek, you and Juwan seem to really click in training camp. I felt like, trying to remember back then, but I felt like you went to him a lot.
Yep. And
obviously that kind of showed similar results today. Why do you feel like it took so long to kind of show up again, that connection between you two?
Yeah, I thought we began to do things nice and see certain things, and then he gets hurt, and then that door is rough. And then that's exactly what I thought. But then you saw Taysom step up, and fill that role and how many catches he's had, Can't remember the Houston game and just so on and so forth. But, making big plays for me and for us, and especially down the red zone again today. But, I think you've seen that position and that role get filled by, Taysom and other guys. And then Juwan comes back healthy and, his role is his role. And, when the plays are dialed to him, he's able to make those plays. None bigger than the one down the middle to get us out of backed up and to catch that, make a front flip. One of the best safeties in the league hitting him. That was unbelievable.
With an injured shoulder too.
With an injured shoulder, yes. Yeah.
How much are you able to kind of rely on that chemistry that you had in training camp, even though it's later in the season? Like, does that pay off this time of year?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's another guy that, when the defense is doing their thing and I'm doing my extra work, he's down there catching balls for me. He's down there working with me, giving me extra reps. We threw that route, I think 3 or 4 times extra on that left side in practice. Just we felt like we didn't really like it. We need to work on it. Man, he catches a touchdown today. So we're always working at that chemistry. It's never perfect. This is NFL football. It's never going to be perfect, but we definitely rely on it. All those reps we've had together for sure.
Derek, Dennis mentioned that he thinks your health has been a factor in you finding your rhythm and group play in recent weeks. I know you haven't wanted to use that as an excuse, but has that been something that has definitely made a big difference in December for you?
I'll let DA say that. You know me, man. I can't make an excuse or because I've been playing well. Like, oh yeah, my shoulder. I feel better. I do feel better. That's just. I can always be honest with you. I do feel better. But I'll let DA and other guys talk on that. Well, he did a great job of using help to get a pick, and Taysom's so fast, man. He got the guy in a trail position, and I was able to not overthrow him, just give him a ball that he could react to, and he made an outstanding play, and I'm thankful he landed in the end zone.
Yeah, Adam's a guy who doesn't get a ton of opportunities. Obviously, one of them was a fumble in week 4. Was it nice to be able to get him that carry late in the game for that first down?
I'm sorry, you said Adam? Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. When I went to hand that ball, that's usually AK, back there. And when I went and I say, Adam. And he took off, and it was a huge run for us to take some time off the clock. But I know for his confidence, too. He was probably thinking of the last time, he played these guys. And, I even told Joel on the sideline, I said that was huge for him to be in there for that play. And have that opportunity to show, because I'm sure he was thinking of the last game, just like I was thinking of the last game. I think I was fresh off the Green Bay game, and I was very frustrated with certain things and things I could and couldn't do. So, it's always good in a division game to get back at somebody and get a win, because they got after us the first time.
Losing Landon and Alvin, just talk about the job that Jamal Williams did in that second half, and maybe Cameron too.
Those are two guys, Again, you can't just replace guys. Landon and AK are great teammates, great players, great people. For our locker room and for our team. And I thought Cam stepped up huge for us coming in that role. He's done that before for us in this season and played well. and I thought he did a great job. I thought Jamal stepping up, that's no shock to me. Jamal's, one of the best running backs, power running backs that you're going to find, and he's one of the most enthusiastic. He's a different cat, but he's one of my favorite teammates I've ever had because of his love for not only the game but his love for his teammates. He tells us all the time, he's like, I'm gonna run through someone's face for y'all. This ain't for me, And when you have a guy like that, you can always go to battle with him. And Taysom could probably talk about him even more, with the years they spent together. But the short time I've been with him, he brightens my day every time I see him. And so to see him get a lot of carries and make some tough yards for us today against a really good run defense, I thought he did a good job.
How good was it to see Jonathan get those turnovers, just being such a good factor?
Yeah, I was so happy. We obviously were together, with the Raiders, and I've seen his development, I've seen his growth, and I'm more proud of who he's become off the field and the type of man he's become, type of father he wants to be. Those as much as growth as he's made on the field, off the field, he's done even better. And I'm so proud of that because he's worked hard at it. And so I thank God for him because he's a great teammate. Even though on the scout team sometimes he's a saboteur, and it is what it is because that's John. But when he got his chance, he made a lot of great plays.
Derek, how do you feel about where the team's mindset is at after you guys responded to the playoff mentality challenge to still be alive in Week 18?
Yeah, we're still alive, playing for something. Job's not done. One of my favorite athlete of all time. It's one of his most famous quotes. Job's not finished. And so until we run out of time, I'm gonna keep believing, but I'm gonna keep working. We can't feel satisfied because we got to win. We came in with the expectation to win. We had to win. We did. It feels good, but we got to play another team that we didn't beat this year. And so, I'm looking forward to that matchup. And we'll start on them as soon as we can.
Anything else for Derek?
Just real quick, it seems like they were able to, or they sent a lot of pressure, but you guys were able to pick that up pretty well. Just what did you see in terms of the coordination of you guys to handle all that?
That was the saw capital of the world today. They were bringing every form of corner, nickel, safeties and, base linebacker Sam Will. Inside pressure, outside pressure, picks, stunts. And our guys didn't give up a sack. I know it says one on that sheet. That was my fault. I thought I threw it away. So I want to credit our offensive line with an amazing job that they did. Our two offensive line coaches with the plan that they gave us because, when they give us a plan and we go out there and execute it, it's awesome when you come away with those results because that's really tough to do against this team. They have a lot of disguises. They hide their pressures better than anybody else. They do a fantastic job, and they've played a lot of football together, you can tell. So to come out of that with one sack, which was my fault, but none by the O-line, it's an amazing feat that they had, and they deserve a lot of credit. Good. Thank you.